Hi there, sign of Capricorn. So happy to do your reading today. My name is Kim, and we're going to get into a next 48-hour reading for you. What I do is be an open channel for your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, so that the messages coming in are, purely for you. My ego, myself steps to the side. All right, so I've done a little bit of a meditation anyway in the beginning, just to kind of open up to your energy and open up to your angels, your spirit guides, and of course ground myself. The water helps with that here too. That's one reason I like it being next to me. All right, Capricorn, so we're just going to kind of let whatever wants to come in for you. Of course, if you like this, hit like and subscribe. I would love to have you. A common one, I'm going to say more for Capricorn, like a common issue that's more Capricorn, only because Capricorns can tend to be perfectionist. So a perfectionist would have their belief systems of how something should be. That is where they get perfectionism from, is comparing to something. So if there were as many possibilities out there, many more than you ever know or ever can think of, what beliefs could you analyze today that you could drop? Even the ones that give you a limit on a high limit, anything that gives you a barrier, is going to keep you trapped in some sense. So struggling to overcome your self-imposed limiting beliefs. That's your first message. And why didn't I mention this? This is the Epiphany deck and the sacred signs and symbols. Capricorn. So when I see the eagle, the power predator in the reverse, I'm feeling a power play a power play in play, competing for power, or somebody wanting power, or I don't know, some kind of power game, and that involves control, which in its sense, it usually provides a limit. So it can be part of your limiting beliefs. Feeling like we are powerless to something too. Maybe that is what that could mean. Okay, I have think the impossible, the unexpected, and it's clearly a silhouette of a pregnant lady with a bouquet or some flowers. Okay. Still working on it is in the reverse. I think that means to get back to work on something. I'm thinking that that's what it means. Yeah, and drop the games, drop the power plays, drop the drama. You'll be so much more relaxed. Gavel of what you think is going to happen. Might not be that. And there's clearly a wooden gavel. Judgment Day, final decision, struggling to overcome self-imposed limiting beliefs. Maybe on how something's going to turn out. I have lurking in the shadows. No more bad decisions. Could be with an Empress energy, as we have that maybe being reflected in that. Somebody is still working on no more bad decisions. They got the chip paint card, imperfection, flaws, layers, and this person is still working on it, on themselves, on it. I hope these messages are resonating. I feel like they really are. I feel like they really are. Oh, there's something that's just really dark that we don't want to think about. We don't really want to think about. And it almost feels like this distraction that can make you lose your focus if you let it, with that still working on it and the tennis ball in reverse. Well, fairy tales do exist. It's a challenge, the way it's coming out. It's a challenge. Can you drop this energy? It's like the Five of Wands, the arguing, conflict, always got to be arguing. We're upset. Can we drop that? Okay, I have stepping out of my comfort zone, observing every action. Kind of sounded like that was coming with lurking in the shadows, observing every action. This could be about spying or really just keeping an eye on somebody and their decisions, possibly. Nice. No more bad decisions is in the middle. I consider that like the heart of this reading. And then right below it, elevating, is, so you have think the impossible, the unexpected. We have temperance energy, getting people to get along, and then this ladder energy. So it's providing the perfect chemistry, and then you have a ladder here that's like backing up that this no more bad decisions will have a ladder beneath it, reaching you to new heights, elevating you, climbing to new heights. Unrevealed secrets. In the reverse, maybe revealed. I mean, maybe we're talking about revealed. Let's get this one too. Diamond ring, true loyalty, love token. Yeah, and on the bottom, I have mastering a karmic lesson. So that's quite a few cards already, but that's not the tarot, and we are going to do the tarot. So fairy tales do exist, and I think I've gotten out most of those messages. Most of those messages. Sometimes songs come out too. Sometimes I'll get triggered by a card that reminds me of a song that happens to just happen to go with your reading. Capricorn. This is the Modern Love Tarot deck, by the way. Let me say that. I have the Spacious Tarot, and I think I have the Hermetic Tarot out here too, in case we need to clarify. We might not need to. Sometimes we don't. We can get a full picture from whatever's going on the cards. All right, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. This is an energy that's really not, to me, it's not planned or anything. It's just like it happens automatically. It's negative thinking. It's things that, it's thinking that we have to be made aware of, because it can lead us to anxiety or depression. And of course, anxiety releases these different hormones in our body, and it's not good for us no matter what, especially prolonged anxiety. So usually we figure out, okay, so is there something I'm not following my heart about that will help me release either this tension or anger inside me? And I have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Maybe that's saying, hey, go to the gym and lift some weights. That might be a good way to release some stress or even memories and cells. I think that could even help you process the things that can get lodged in our cells. I don't want to say trapped, but, you know, until they're processed. Five of Wands in the reverse, which is exactly what was right here with the tennis ball competition games foolery. It was in the reverse, too. So I have the World in reverse. I have Four of Cups. Page of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Magician. The Nine of Cups in reverse. There's you. 2 for outcome. Let's do one more. Oh, wow, that's ominous, isn't it? The Queen of Swords looking like that. That is so ominous looking. It's my favorite Queen of Swords, though. Look, the Six of Cups is on the bottom, too. Six of Cups is mending or thinking back on how maybe times were better, thinking of some good times. Thinking when some times were different. This is the Queen of Swords I absolutely love. Because she's just really like, I'm going to get to the truth of the matter. I feel like I'm sensing some deception. I am disappointed in the way that something or someone turned out. I feel like it maybe, I'm disappointed in what this person chose. I see through their lies, through the deceit, and I'm ready to cut out what I need to. When you get the truth, this is you actively pursuing the truth. This is in your environment. You could be dealing with a child, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Pisces energy. This is that disappointment, and it might be what we hear, from what we hear, gossip, possibly. Nine of Cups could be about, you know, that song, that Jelly Roll song, I only feel right when, it's called Only, when I'm doing wrong. Okay, so that might be what the Nine of Cups in the reverse is about. Only feel right when I'm doing wrong. And then the Devil energy is here as, look, your hope or fear. I think it can be either one. It depends on if you're looking at this as temptation, addictions, things that end up sabotaging either ourselves or others. Things kept sometimes in the shadows, and it's like not knowing what to do about it. It's a big deal, but we don't know what to do about this. Maybe a deal, you know, maybe something to do with a family member, like from the past. This, we're soulmate energy from the past. The past. Could be an Aquarius energy. We have Aquarius twice here on the outcome, and Libra. The past energy is like, I'm over it. Whatever this situation is, that it feels like you're actively pursuing the truth on, either spying or getting more information is involved here somehow, some way. The reason we're doing it is because we feel like we're blocked from a certain outcome. Unless we have some kind of, I don't know, extra knowledge. But Spirit is really saying, let's climb out of deceptive energy, games. The World in reverse is there is a completion here. You were over something in the past, and it may be somebody's choices, maybe the partying here, or a drug, alcohol scene. I don't know. There's something you were over, like we're done with, over with. Seven of Wands. It has to do with you are over it, holding your place, defending yourself, being an advocate for somebody, and like really going after what, it's almost like you know what your own truth is here and you're going to fight for it. It is the Lord of Bravery or Valor. Lord of Valor. Seven of Wands. Leo energy. Fight for it type energy maybe. So I feel like that is what we're kind of over, something with that, to do with that. Tell me about the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. Wow, I have the Ten of Cups. Lord of Perfected Success. That's why I love the Hermetic Tarot. You have some really, really like strong, those strong words help you know how strong or serious the emotion to what they're trying to tell you is. So, wow, they've got a lot of emotion poured into this card. Look at all of the, you have sunflowers too, right? Or it looks like one. Maybe it's not. It might be a lotus or, oh, what is that? Oh, well, it might be something different. A lily. Yeah. But, anyway, you have the Ten of Cups. So, again, you could have Piscean energy. This is just, it's perfected work. But what did we say in the beginning of the reading? Didn't we say something? I just said something about how perfectionism can end up having some self-imposed limits on your goal. And it might be something you don't necessarily want. But this is something you do want. Let me say that. It's saying that the completion can be found between the challenge of stepping forward. Your completion and your ultimate happiness has to step forward bravely, going past any games, competition, or foolery, and sitting in your own right on your own throne. Tell me about these games. The Five of Wands in the reverse. That's the challenge. Tell me about these games. Three of Wands in the reverse. Something came to you as a surprise. Maybe somebody not being confident in themselves, not moving forward, or possibly the lack of communication, the poor communication, or not so great news, hearing not so great news from others, possibly. I still think it is a surprise. It's going to be a creative surprise for you and this Queen of Wands energy. I feel like wanting to be creative here, maybe with you, for completion. The Magician in reverse, why? Because this is the card that represents how you feel, which is you feel like there is something blocking yourself. Okay. You want the truth on no more bad decisions, or on how somebody feels about their bad decisions. You want the truth on that. I think you are hopeful that something good could happen, but if it is so, it's in its like infancy stages. Tell me about the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This could be having all that you want, but choosing the not so great things. So can the Devil up here. It could represent some materialistic type of view. And there's the Devil again. Lord of the Gates of Matter. Yeah. It's choosing. Okay, sometimes this can be choosing, you know, a more materialistic way. It's not that that's bad. There's nothing necessarily bad because we all learn in different ways. That's one way to compare it. But we have it twice. So it's either that your energy is really, really standing up strong here, or there's something you're supposed to do with this new information. I do think it's somebody, regarding somebody that you're attached to. Perspective, your perspective right now, we can't see the forest for the trees. We're looking at this tree up close when it's actually a huge big forest, and it's really cool to see the big forest, but we're very focused on this one thing at the moment. Five of Pentacles energy. That might be what's happening at the moment. Somebody feeling either left out or at this present moment going through some kind of hardship. Maybe somebody has a health issue, possibly like as a worry. There's a worry here. And it is because of thinking about too much of lack, because that's lack consciousness. So we get out of that. We get out of that. Really, truly, by helping others is a good way to get out of that. You have the Tower too, but it's coming out here with this Page of Pentacles or the Princess of Pentacles. You see it's a big pentacle because it's like the start of something that can be really great if you plant this. So if you plant that seed and you pick the things that are good for you from this point on, you're going to be fine. You're going to get your truth, and you'll get out of the Five of Pentacles energy too. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Why is it in reverse? It's still... Oh, look. I think it's wanting to tell you something about this. Look, Nine of Cups again in the reverse. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Lord of Material Happiness. This is... I got to tell you, that message of this does not make you happy. And the lack consciousness is feeling like anything outside yourself is going to help you feel full inside. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It happens the other way around. Okay. Somebody could be doing something to excess, levels of excess. Ten of Wands in the reverse. You're ready in the future to release your burdens and to get some help. It feels like if you were lifting way more than your load, this is that getting a lot better. And there's the Four of Wands. So this is some kind of celebration. Look, it's set, seriously, it says Lord of Perfected Work. And that's what your whole thing has been about. It's perfectionism, but this is really your soul growth. This is either commitment and marriage, or participating in something with others that's coming to some kind of goal. It's reaching some kind of goal. It's not necessarily clear how we reach this goal, but we do. This could even be celebrating coming out of the Five of Pentacles energy. So guys, what do you have to tell us about the Devil? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Let go of those material or attachments to material things if you want what's best for you. Let go of that attachment, because then there's just something inside. Something inside we've got to find. And I have the Last Judgment crossing the Ten of Cups. What will really make you happy? It has to do with the emotional, something on the emotional lane. It says the spirit of the primal fire. Could be related to the Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but this judgment is, it's going to be like an awakening. An awakening, an enlightenment, a fiery enlightenment, a victory, a success. Oh, look, and the Wheel of Fortune, and good luck, ultimately. I was going to put that up there. So your ability to have wise discernment is great. We probably still need to get out of our head a little bit. The Wheel of Fortune is here as the Lord of the forces of life. Gosh, this is good luck. It's going forward, proceeding forward, and knowing that good luck is in store for you. So that's wonderful. Those are representing fixed signs. Normally as just, for your guide for energies. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Okay, so this is good fortune, good luck, a new cycle turning. There is definitely something about perfectionism. Maybe the issue of control is causing unnecessary struggle. 4-4, I feel like you're on the right path. You're being divinely directed, even if it doesn't feel like it. The thoughts, it's from comparing something from the past that we were over. So in order to find your completion, your happiness, we have 10-10, patience, divine timing, because something good is unfolding for you. You have control over these thoughts. And Oh, I have the Two of Cups too. And the Eight of Pentacles. Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. You could be potentially calling in like a soulmate or a partner in life that's going to be helping you with economics or doing something like that. Some kind of money achievement for yourself. But it's the dawn of a new day here. And you have control over all of this, it seems. So I see success for you. Don't be so hard on yourself here. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.